I feel like I'm going to have the news now. I feel important. Hopefully my neighbors can see through the curtains. That would be funny too. Okay guys, babes, honeys. To be honest, I never thought I was going to make this video. But to be honest, I think we need it. We need this type of video. Because I needed this type of video when I started stripping. So if you're thinking about starting stripping or thinking about trying stripping in Norway, you should watch this video. Because I did not watch this type of videos. And I wish I had one. Really, I really did. So yes, this video is about stripping in Norway, what you should know, and if you are thinking about starting as a stripper, as new, then you should watch this video before, because I'm going to tell you my story and what you should do and what you should not do and what you actually are going into, because yeah, stripping is another world for sure. So sit down, take your glass and enjoy. So I did not think about this video so much. I figured out some days ago that this is a video I have to film. First of all, I can just say my name is Christina. I'm 23 years old, living in Norway. I'm from a small city called Haugesund, and I moved to Oslo to start stripping. And I can just start with telling my story, how I got into stripping. How do you get into stripping actually? Like, where do you start? So I was living in my small town, and I reached a point in my life where I quit my job. I hated my job, and I was in a point in my life where I'm like, okay, now I can do whatever I want, whatever. And I was so tired of this job that I hated so much, and I did not want to go back to that type of job. So I started thinking, what do I love? And I was thinking I wanted quick money. I love to dance. It's always been something that makes me feel so good. Like, dance is a way for me to like go away, not think about problems. It's a way for me to be happy in my own place. So I was thinking about that, and I also thought about I'm comfortable with my body. Like, that time I was thinking to like do bikini fitness, so I was already really comfortable with my body. I was blogging and showing my body like how it was, so that was not the problem for me. So taking these three together, stripping was maybe the first thing that came in my mind. So I searched it up on Google, just straight Google, stripping in Norway. And of course the first thing that comes up is this businesses where you can order strippers to come to your home and do a bachelor party or do a birthday party, like this striptease home. So I just went to the website and sent them an email. Like, that's what you do if you want to do something. And I was living in a small town, so, and obviously it was not any stripper business there. So, but I reached out and they told me that we don't have any business in Haugesund, where I lived. But if you ever move to a bigger city, contact us. And right after, I actually moved to my aunt and uncle in Gjøvik. It's like 2 hours from Oslo, so yeah. And I remember these people. And I contacted them, I sent them a new mail. I'm living there now, it's close to Oslo. Is it any chance? Because I knew that I wanted this. I wanted to try out. I needed something crazy, something that can just like take my brain off everything that I was going through. Because yeah, I was going through the religion, going out to Jehovah's Witness, losing my parents. So I just needed a job to have fun. I just wanted fun. And they contacted me actually when I was in the gym. A girl called me and said, you can come if you want in a weekend, like have a weekend, and you pay, I think I paid 300 euros, like 3,000 Norwegians, or 5, I'm not sure. And then I came to her for a whole weekend, and she learned me everything she knew, like from striptease, how to act with men, the situation, what to do, like everything. She taught me everything, and that was so nice. And then in the end of the weekend, the plan was for me to do a show, because usually like she have a lot of jobs in the weekends. I also get to see her doing the show, and I think it was actually a week before I did it. And like when you can go with someone to the job and see how they do it, like the person that actually loves doing it, like that striptease was the best striptease I ever seen. I think I was more excited than the guys. Like I was so into it, like it was crazy. So yeah, a week after I went to her, she helped me with everything, but I did not get a show, so I drove back home because it was no job for me. And when I was halfway, she called me and said that, girl, it's a job for you if you want to. Like, you have to drive back, and you have to do it alone, but if you want, it's a job for you. And I was like, I wanted it so bad because I wanted to try it out. I was so excited for finally it's the day come where I actually can try stripping. But then it didn't, and I had to go home, and I was like, I've been so excited and I have to fall down. So I was like, okay, let's do it. Like, it's not so scary, I was thinking, even if I was going alone. And I drove the more inside woods and everything I went. It was so scary. I actually thought I was going to die, and I was going there alone for a bachelor party with just men. I was so terrified. But then I came, and it only took me 2 seconds talking with the guy, and I was calm, because they was fucked up drunk for sure, and they made me so calm. I was like, but I'm not the type of girl that gets scared fast, so I'm always thinking positive about everything. So, but yeah, that was a really nice night. I actually get overpaid and I overworked, and it was so good. Like, even if I was alone, it was so good, and I loved it. And yeah, that was my first job. But after that, I did not get so much jobs in Oslo because I was living far away. But when I moved to another city, Stavanger, I kept going with this stripping, and I did some jobs here and there, like bachelor parties and everything. It's not like regular jobs, it's just like it comes and goes, so you don't know how much money you will make. That's the bad thing with this bachelor party, birthday party type of stripping work. You don't know if you have anything. But I started in a company, but then I moved on to working for myself because I made myself a name and people know me, so they contacted me instead of the business. And I figured out that I make more money alone, because of course they take a little bit of the money for finding customers. So there I started, and I can just start with saying that I will not recommend starting in a stripper company outside the clubs. I will not recommend it at all, because number one, you get okay paid, I will say so, but they do not have any securities or anything that will follow you. Like, you have to find someone yourself. Like, I brought girlfriends and that type of in my jobs, but it's not the same. You don't feel safe. Like, it's many times I feel like I was going to die, and that's not something you want to do with job. Like, no. So yeah, and if you're going to have a security, you have to pay for it, and then you're not even get, it's not worth it. Like, no, it's not worth it. I just say don't start there. If you want to go being a stripper, don't start there, I will say so. At least if you're living in a smaller city or anything and want to start it, but you don't have any clubs, always bring someone. Always bring someone. And also start with going at like stripper companies, talking to them, see if they like need any stripper for your hometown, because they have customers, and if someone they search on Google and they will find their business, and then they have you. So yeah, that's how to do it in like small town places. And then strip clubs. I've been like working as stripper on myself for 4 years and 2 years in Stavanger. After that, I came to a point in life where I had a boyfriend that time, and I reached a point in my life where I was like, okay, now I had 2 choices. Quit stripping for good and focus on my relationship. I was not happy in that relationship, so I knew that was not going to be the choice, but that was like the one part. Or I can try out strip clubs and like really go in for the last one and see how it is, because I was really like finished with this, doing it on my own. So I was thinking, if I'm going to do it, I have to do strip club now. If not, quit. So I was just searching. I actually think that I saw a girl on Instagram that was a stripper, and she was also working in the same company as I did with bachelor party and that type. And I found her Instagram and I found the club she was working at, so I knew it was a Norwegian girl there from before. So I reached out to the club, asked them for a job, and told about me and my story with stripping, that I've been doing it before and I want to go to Oslo. And I just got back like, yeah, of course you can come. We have an apartment for all the strippers, because the stripper that comes to Norway usually have an apartment that they live in, because they're always traveling around. They're not living in Norway. So I get to live there for 2 weeks, trying it out. So I did not have any audition or anything. It was like I come there, work for 1-2 weeks, and then we see. Then I go home or whatever. So I came there. A driver drive me to the apartment from the airport, and yeah, he also was going to pick us up for going to the club, because it was a little bit far away from the club. And I was so stressed that day, like so stressed, because obviously nobody in Norway talks about strip clubs, like not as an insider. And the only thing I found of information about strip clubs was a newspaper article or a video clip or something about someone like sneaking inside, filming, and like trying to find the bad stuff about the strip club. So of course the whole video was only about the bad things, and like how dirty it was and how nasty, and like the reason why strip club should not be allowed. And I was scared, because I was thinking here it's a lot of drugs. Guys can almost have sex with you and it will be shady as fuck. And I was thinking all this type of stuff, and I was like, what do I do if this is happening? Like, who's the boss? Because I didn't know anything. But all I knew, the boss was Norwegian, so that gave me a little bit of comfort, but still I was scared. And I did not know where to wear or anything. I just brought my stuff, some underwear and heels, just some pumps that I had for all time. And then I came, the driver came and picked us up. The girl was nice, but they was like private, they did not talk so much, they were sleeping all day, so I understand. And then they come and pick us up, and I fell in love with the strip club as fast as I came there. The boss was so nice, the club was so nice. Like when I got to sit with the boss and he was talking me through the rules and everything and how it works and the system, I figured out that this is so clean. It's like you cannot even get more clean. And through my period, 1 year period where I worked in that first club, I have not anything bad to say about it. Nothing. Like, no. The only reason why I think like I left and started at the new club was because I needed a change. Change of people, but that's like, that's happened with everything. But it was so nice, like, I can say it here now, that all about these drugs and everything, I seen it. But I also seen that girls have been firing because of it. Like, the boss was not hard on firing girls. If you do something that is about the rules, bye. Finish. Like, even how much the customer will pay and everything, like, bye. It was no big of a deal. Like, even if you was the most earned stripper in the club, did you do something you should not do? You was out. So that was really nice to see. Like, it's so much more clean that people know. So the only people that is judging is the people that have not been inside a strip club, because if they had, they would have nothing to say, obviously. So yeah, so that's my story. I was going to say short, but I don't feel it's short. So what I would like recommend to girls that want to strip or want to try out clubs in Norway, first of all, usually like strip clubs in Norway are not typical strip clubs, it's the gentlemen's clubs. So you don't get, to be honest, almost nobody tip on the stage. So don't even think about that you're getting all your money on dancing on the pole on the stage. Like, you get paid for private shows and you get paid for selling drinks or champagne bottles, so for your company. And you only get paid commission. So first of all, you have to have your own business, and you have to like fix everything with taxes and everything yourself. And I was like, in the end of every week, I send a factura and I get paid. And I have to fix everything, the economic myself. So yes, what else should you know? Yeah, like when you come, if you're coming, like usually you don't need to come to the club. You can just send an email. That's actually the most easy one. Email with picture, information, and if you want, you can also come in person. And if you come in person, you can also take with you some underwear and some dresses and heels, just in case you're going to have an audition. Because I came once in a club and wanted a job, and he said if I was ready to have an audition right there. I was not, so I had to come back, and that did not go good. So obviously if you're coming, be prepared for whatever, like if you can work on the day or try it out. So yeah, that's also a thing. And yeah, what else? The reason why I haven't been talking so much about stripping and helping girls out coming into the stripper industry is because I did not want to be the reason, or like I don't want to be the person you can blame if things goes wrong. That was the only reason I didn't want to help people. So I didn't want to help you making your decision if you're going to be a stripper or not. But to be honest, thinking about it, you already know what you want. So for me telling you what you should be aware of and telling you like how it is will actually just make it safer and easier for you to like make the best decision for you. Because if you already know you're going to be a stripper, my words will not make you change that, or yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm just wanting to make this video to like, yeah, if you're going to make this decision, You will do it on your terms. You know what you're going to, and you also do it with your own heart. Yeah. I try to be as, but yeah, this is the type of video I would like to see myself when I was wanting to start as a stripper, because it will calm me down. Because in Norway it's so safe. The only thing that is not safe is the money, because it's commission, so you're not safe for the money. Like, of course, you had like amount of money that you for sure will get if you can't reach over, but it's really small. And if you can reach over for a longer time, of course you will not get a job for a longer term, because you have to book yourself into the system. And if you don't make money, they will not book you into the system. So yeah, and you have to know how to handle men, older men. You have to like the job. Like, you cannot start working as a stripper if you only it's about money, because then you will be tired really fast and you will not make so much money, because guys are smart. They are really smart. They can see if you like your job. So if they see you don't, they will not pay you. They will not want you. They don't want you to sit with them and drink champagne if they see you don't like the job. Obviously, like, they're drunk, but they can see that. So that's the reason why I love my job, because I love men. I love having good company. I love talk. I love get to know people, and men's brain are so fascinating for me. So they always have something good to say, and it's older men. They have like so much to come with. I learned so much by talking to drunk men, and it's fun. I hope you got something out of this video. I really do. And if it's anything you're wondering about after this, just comment down below and I will answer everything, because it's more easy that way, because I don't want to like answer in DM. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should start with my own teaching up strippers. Maybe that's what you think, my new business. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, it's more easy because I got a lot of DMs about everything, so it's not always I see something. So, but if you comment down below anything you want to me to answer or questions, I will see it there. But yes, if you're thinking about stripping, I hope I helped you a little bit about figure it more out if that's what you want. Obviously the strip clubs in Norway are closed now because of the corona situation, but hopefully it's opening soon, and when it do, maybe I see you, who knows. But yes, thank you so much for watching if you've been watching through the whole video, and remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I see you in my next video. Okay, bye.